Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Pioneer Grind. And today we're going to be jumping back into the league that we started last week and jamming it out. We're getting ready for the NRG in Minneapolis. I believe it's somewhere in Minnesota. It's either Minneapolis or St. Paul, but that'll be this weekend. We're going to keep our regular schedule, although we are going to lock in starting tomorrow. We're going to be doing Legacy and Modern Prep both days, Wednesday and Thursday, to prepare ourselves for getting there Friday, playing Saturday and Sunday, and then driving back. But if you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit like and subscribe. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more, support the channel, $1 a month gets your name read out on every stream. We're going to start from the top. These are our members. They make the channel what it is. $1 a month, get your names read out, and gets your name put up on this nice board. From the top, Alpha Ronan, Elias Sutter, The Darth New, ADD Y100K, Jared Monsterman, Annan, Roberio, Cypher777, The High Wumpus, AJR, B Rhyme, Corvusker, Sliver, Macintosh, Javier Hilo, Valeroth, Yorminder, Terrieth, Needle Burrito, and Trucker Philosophy, all those legends. And thank you so much for watching. Let's jump into some games. Sharing the screen, and away we go. Boom. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Quick audio check real quick for the people. We have a really special bang. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Cool. Loading. It's taking its time with loading. It likes to load. Goodbye. Pioneer Goblins is super cool. I really enjoy watching how the different formats grow. That's the cool thing about playing Goblins in all the different formats is we get to watch things change and grow over time. We know what we play. When there's new Goblins, we test them. Otherwise, we're just jamming the same stuff with different numbers. Hey, what's up, Derek? Appreciate you dropping in, bro. Time to play some Pioneer. I'm super excited. I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. Make sure everything's open. Make sure I'm not connected. How's your day going, Derek? Hope you're having a good one. All right, now it's loading. I think we probably just tabbed over too fast. Man, these fruit bars are so addicting. It's like just fruit chips. Oh. Come on, Magic Online, I believe in you. It's gonna be like, no magic for you. I'll close the application and reopen it. Y'all are worth it. Oh, everything's. Wonder if the audio is cutting. No magic for you. Sounds good on that side. Maybe. Yeah, it's not the fastest application in the world. We trust mtgo. I just gotta like leave it up to the magic gods. Magic gods, open sesame. It was worth a try. Maybe. When it opens, I'm not going to touch anything. Just going to let it load. See, I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to exercise patience. Something that's very difficult for a goblin. Let me see if I can name all these applications in the bottom. mtgo, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, and your actual factual like messaging app, like your actual texting application. Oh, Arena on console would be very sick. That does sound amazing. Wizards, I know you're here. Don't know about mtgo though. Yeah, I would not do mtgo on a console for sure. But I like the idea of Arena on a console. That would be pretty sweet. I believe in you, mtgo. You can do it. What can I do while we wait? So I think that in Pioneer, the Howl Squad and the Krenko thing's pretty legit. Especially if we play Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize and Fatal push us do so much in the meta. Okay, we got the loading thing. The main deck that I feel like we're probably going to struggle against is like the domain piles with Yorion. But there's like a huge... So I feel like we definitely get underneath a lot of the decks in the format. The decks that we can't get underneath, we have like great sideboard cards for. I honestly just feel like we're kind of in a great spot in Pioneer. It's where we want to be. We're doing powerful things that people interactions, so they may sequence their turns wrong. That's all we can really ask for. Maybe you wanna be what saves me, 'cause after all, you are my wonder. 'Cause today's gonna be the day I started coming back to you. People don't want to hear my bad singing. I love making music, and I barely want to hear my bad singing. If you're watching the YouTube video, we're probably going to be skipping through all this and starting the video with my opening hand. For those watching live, it really means the world to me. Grab tissue. I'm going to blow my nose, so I will be right back. Oh, still loading. That's not a good sign. Just not Wonderwall, dog. So true. A7X is fine. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being honest with me. A lot of people are not honest. And I'd much rather like have like the truth than like, you know, any sugarcoating. I find myself singing sometimes to just fill the void, but you're right. It doesn't always help anybody. Can we just go to constructed, please? Is it like a scheduled downtime? I can look up if it's. I swear I'm connected to the internet. I'm streaming. You're a luthier, so you hear all sorts of shit in your shop. Respect. What's a luthier, if you don't mind me asking? Restart. I've like vaguely heard of it, but I'm not 1,000%, and I want to make sure that I'm asking questions if I don't know what things are. You build a pair of guitars? Dude, that's so cool. That's actually sick, Derek. Well, thank you so much for what you do for the music community then. There's like so much that goes into music outside of like the actual creation of music, and yeah, a lot of people don't say thank you or appreciate the awesome people in their life. And so to make up for that, I would like to appreciate you and say that you're awesome and thank you for what you do, because that's really fucking dope. Maybe mtgo is not happy tonight. July 15th. See what we got. Yeah, so it's July 23rd, so it's definitely not that. Let's just open up Arena and do what we can. Because I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. Sure. If Arena can download its updates, then I know it's not my Wi-Fi. So I definitely shouldn't try to do both, right? Watch this fix the problem. Just like snap, just opens right up. It's impossible. That's a good sized upkeep. Yeah. Yes, I would like to close this. Let's go back here. While we wait for Arena to download. I want to play 3-minute blitz game. It should definitely be done in 3 minutes. let's see if we remember how to play chess. Really? Nobody wants to play Blitz? Let's do Bullet. I know there's people who are trying to play chess, so this is a bad sign for my computer. Let's just play a bot. I know there's bots. The bots can't fail me, right? All right, I'm ready to lose. I'll fight the beginner. Why can't? The game hasn't started. Please let me start the game. There we go. I could take the bishop, but then I lose the bishop. Do we back up? We might be able to force a battle on this point, or a fight on this point. Preemptively move here. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Not quite what we should be doing. See how this download's going. Oh, this is gonna be a minute. Maybe I need to play a harder opponent. Although this guy's currently kicking my butt. Are we in check? Yes, we are. This would get us up check. It can't attack diagonally, so don't have to worry about the close proximity. Even though it feels threatening, I don't really need to worry about it. Good game. Okay, let's see where we are with the download. Promote your pawn. As you say, you guys are really good at this. That'd be the streamers and settings would think you're good. That'd be a great playmat. Just have pieces in a bag in case you want to jam chess between rounds. That's a great idea. 3-7 is pretty good. Promote your pawn. GG. Nice. Oh, you guys are fucking awesome. All right, let's see if we can do a little bit of a better bot. And then he's pretty big jump. Let's see where we are on this download. Still not right there. Oh, that was bad. That was a bad misclick. Yeah, I'm not nervous. Who gets nervous? Definitely not me. You can him piss off from either side. Oh, is that castling? Is that when you like switch these two? Or sorry, these two? What did you call it? En passant? Is that French? That sounds awesome. I learned they call it castling, or they call it. The person who taught me chess called it castling. Oh fuck! Hell yeah! So they're advancing their pawn. If I advance my pawn, they get hit the horse. What if I back it up? I can put this here. What did they take? A pawn? But now I'm in check. I think this doesn't change anything. We block them in. Take their, then we take ours. Take ours. Well, in that case, I put them in check. Then I take their queen. Now the question is, do I want to send my queen in? I don't think so. I think the damage has been done. So what's the best follow-up? This forces them to move again. Is there a better move? I mean, I don't hate doing this. Decides not to go after my castle. Puts it in an issue. Puts it in a place. Take the castle. They can't move that now. Oh, that was so dumb. I don't know if I'm winning. All right. Good game of opponent. Well played. Please, Arena. Why are you taking? I want to play Pioneer. Yeah, give me the game review. Tell me what I did wrong. I want to get better. A winning position turned to a stalemate after a very interesting game. That's fascinating. Yeah, that's for sure. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I fucked it up. Oh, it became a stalemate in the last moment? Wow, that's crazy. Okay. I thought I won that one. Damn. No, it says it right there. All right. Well, let's go back. The Wi-Fi looks better now. So let's see if Arena. I'm sorry, you just take so damn long. If mtgo can just like work, that would be like optimal. I send you good vibes, mtgo. Please, for the love of fruit strips, work. That was the fastest it's been all day. I use the magic to summon the magic. It shows me leagues. By golly, we're in. We're in a Pioneer League. And we're going to jump right in. Chess, I appreciate you. Arena, I appreciate you. But this is what we came for. Pioneer, baby. 2-1. See what we can do. I will say, the Pioneer list feels really good. If you look at the deck, we added the Howl Squad Heavies and the Burnout Astronauts. We still play Call Chain Whirler and Fable, but we also have Dropkick Bomber, so we're not just straight dead to flyers. We have the ability to go Howl Squad into Krenko, which is really powerful. And we have like a Howl Squad gets Pile Driver Haste, Astronaut does a lot of damage if we're at max speed. Like, we have a lot of really cool stuff in this list. And the sideboard is super strong. 3 Dampening Sphere, 4 Fatal Push, 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Ley Line of the Void. Taking our opponent and just smacking them. We're going fast. We're hitting hard. Having fun. Oh, my back. 144 players. 144 players. It's not too bad. I always wanted to be part of something. Very interesting. I'm waiting for the Tarkir cards, probably after rotation. Tarkir cards like have to become good, right? I have so many Mistrise Villages. That's a card that once Tarkir goes out of print, I think is just going to go up like crazy. I have a foil stock up. That's crazy. Stock up is busted. Alright, I believe in you, opponent. You exist. You're out there looking for someone to play Pioneer with. This goblin is looking for somebody to play Pioneer with. Maybe. We got to the league part. Now we have to actually play the match part. Okay, so hear me out. If it gets to 5 minutes, time in the queue, we'll go to Modern. I want to play Pioneer. The issue is the download for Arena is taking forever. And the queue is taking forever for Pioneer. And if there's people in Modern willing to play, I can get testing for the energy. So we'll see. I mean, I would much rather find a Pioneer opponent. We could play our Pioneer deck in Modern. Give ourselves a challenge. I always like testing against better decks because it makes your deck more efficient. No way. Okay. Deep breath. Reset. So it begins. Oh. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. We can cast all of our stuff. Mice. Soul Scar Mage shows prowess, but Rockface Village tells me mice. Okay. Let's get the Bastronaut down. Because we can't kill the Soul Scar Mage with the Stadium Headliner on 2. Mutavault is technically a mouse. Emberheart Challenger is really good. No blocks, I'll take 3. Den is pretty good. Let's play Den. Play the Seer Slicer. Poke him with the Bastronaut, make a blocker. Rockface Village can draw them a card off the Emberheart Challenger. Manifold Mouse is good, but they don't have an extra red up. So it's got double strike. I'm going to block. I'll take the damage. Draw a mountain. Use the mountain to play Chain Whirler. Attack with the one that can attack without having to worry about being blocked. Pass to their turn. Chain Whirlers are like an amazing blocker here. Even if they kill it, Legendary Nougat sent you a message. Enjoy the content. Oh, thank you so much for watching. We are live on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna block the double striking. Take a little bit of damage. Shock ourselves. Call the Death Dweller back. The Chain Whirler. Plague Wind. Max speed. Tap, play a headliner. Attack with all. That's nasty. We went, I think it was 5-2. 5-2 at an energy 5K with that. Oh, let me have 6. Yeah, I love Call Chain Whirler. Having a Plague Wind is really good. And then we can go land, no combat, make a dude, combat, attack, 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 attack. I'm willing to attack with the Seer Slicer and stuff if it makes them trade off their creatures. That's good. I go to 8. They're at 7. But I can pump up this Bastronaut to high hell the following turn. They killed the Bastronaut. Very smart. Ooh, Top Deck Lord is so good. Yes. Play the Lord. Combat. Ooh, baby. All right. Playing against Mono-Rider. Bringing in the Fatal Pushes. We're going to cut some of the top end stuff, like the Fables aren't the greatest. And cut the Ringleader, probably. Krenko's good. Ringleader's definitely too slow. Run it back. Hey, what's up, Cairo? Cairo, appreciate you being here. Yeah, what's up? You know what's up. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. Yeah, we're playing. We got this new schedule that we're running. Monday is standard, Tuesdays Pioneer, Wednesdays Modern, Thursdays Pauper, Fridays Saturday, Fridays Legacy, Saturdays Commander, and Sundays Limited. So today Tuesday, we're doing the Pioneer Goblins thing, and the list is strong. It's felt pretty good so far. This hand doesn't do enough. This hand does arguably less. I mean, we're not going beneath 5. Trying to find removal, but we just weren't able to get there. Black leave close first, pass it over. We should have kept the hand with the Bastronaut, but the issue is if we just keep an aggressive hand and they go faster than us, then we die. So I think it's worth it to take the first 2 mulligans to try to find interaction. Like here, if we have a Fatal Push for this Ember Challenger, I think we're in a pretty good spot. As is, we're pretty far behind already. I'm good on the blocks. Another pile driver. I really get the feeling that I'm not going to be able to race. But I have to try. I have to put it out there. Do my best. They're playing it smart, which I respect. Rockface and the Emberheart Challenger. Give it trample. Mountains exiled. And the frenzy to kill the Howl Squad. Good game. Well played, opponent. Well played. Oh. All right, now we're going to find a better hand. Yeah, I think we just run it back. We weren't able to find any of our fatal pushes that we boarded in. Ooh. Better, much better. Bottom of the 3rd land, probably. Bottom of the Blood Crypt, lead on the Astronaut. It gets around a Monastery Swift Spirit or a 1/2 on blocking duty. Forces them to use removal on it. I mean, that's a really good card. Do we hit the Manifold Mouse is the question. I think there's an argument for racing because we're on the play. Just saying my deck's going to go faster than yours. Now they go Manifold Mouse. No Manifold Mouse, just a Burst Lightning. Land exiled. That's not a land. That means the top of my library can be a land. It's not. We're combat. Attack. Second main. Red, colorless, play the Seer Slicer. Seer Slicer is going to give us a bunch of blockers like it did game 1. Just gains us so much life so quickly. Nemesis is what we want to Fatal Push for sure. So if we play the Legion Loyalist, and then we go to combat, we attack like this. Everything gains first strike trample. Wow, this really doesn't work in my favor at all. Yeah. Wow, Jack, this was really dumb. Because they get to shoot my Seer Slicer now. I should have just not attacked. They're going to shoot the Legion Loyalist. That's fine. Now before normal damage, I push the Nemesis. Okay, maybe that made sense, but it didn't make sense in the moment at all. Go to damage. Second main. Pay a life for a red, play a Stadium Headliner. Pass it over. Oh god. That was crazy. Rockface Village on the Heartfire Hero. Den is fine. Tap land. Do we shoot it? I don't think we do. I think we just attack? Question mark. If they get a Manifold Mouse off the top, I'd be in really big trouble. But I can hold up the Stadium Headliner to kill it in response to the target. So in that case, we don't attack with the Headliner. Just attack like this. Steady pressure over time. We lose a token, but we get a token back. I think this is fine. Lightning Strike the Seer Slicer in the second main. Now that they're tapped out, they can't make it 4 power. I should have done this earlier if I was going to do this, but I feel like this is the window now. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. I'll go to 17, it's fine. We have a den, so if we draw another land, we can activate the den and keep the pressure on. That was going to become a 3/3, which is a really good blocker if we let them untap with it. I guess it does require them to use the mana and the rock face village in their main step or main phase, but ooh, this is really good. Go to combat first. They could be holding nothing but removal, so we just want to poke. Okay. Second main, we're going to play the Seer Slicer, and we're going to play the Pile Driver. And then we'll yield. Get a token. Pile Driver is going to be lethal by itself, so it requires a removal spell. If we have another land, we can activate Den. We can also activate Ram Neck Ruins right at that point of the game. You do need to stop him from getting that boy higher. Yes, thank you. Okay, so that was a good call then. Because it could just get so big so fast. And if it becomes a 3-3 or a 4-4, I just can't ever kill it. Alright, they were able to take down the Pile Driver, which was huge. Do they attack? No. Smart. Land? Headliner is also very strong. Play Stadium Headliner. Again, we're going to hold until they tap out. One damage marked. This will be another 3 if they cast a Monstrous Rage. That puts it to 4/5. 3. That means that it would live. If anything, we should have done it before damage. Because then it deals an extra damage and then it takes the damage. That would have been 4/5. I think we hold. We say, okay. I have an extra blocker. Ooh, now we have enough. The issue is if they have Monstrous Rage, it goes to 5, and now there's not a damage marked. Yep. Rockface Village is fine. Don't know. Yeah, the song stuck in my head. It's horrible. Top deck for victory. Pump that creature. Double strike, 1 pump, and damages 2. Yeah, I'm trying to play around them like killing me on the backswing with like a Manifold Mouse by holding up the Headliner. But I have to just give them a bunch more turns to like possibly live. I know they have no cards in hand, so let's just shoot this now. I always forget that I can just look at that number and it tells me whether or not they have cards. Howl Squad's really good. Let's play Howl Squad. No cards in hand. Everything. So first strike damage to not the Screaming Nemesis, and then they die to damage. Good game, opponent. Really well played. GG's, well played. Legend. Well played, you legend. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's do another one. GG's. I was gonna say you were flooding pretty hard. Rockface Village is nice with the with Emberheart Challenger, but you need like a steady supply of like non-lands, especially in the red mirror, right? It definitely exasperated. Like I like to say that the red deck floods more than any other deck because when it floods, you flood. You have like no way of like redrawing cards. Like even with your land targeting your Emberheart Challenger, right? Like that's like the best card advantage that we have in red. I have my Horde Master, so I'm in the same boat kind of where like I have some card advantage. But man, when you just top deck land after land, that's the worst feeling in the world because like there's not a lot of agency there. But really good games. Really good games. Had me sweating. I would say that Mono Red is one of the best decks, if not the best deck in Pioneer right now. And that deck is like scary because it's just the standard deck but souped up with all of the best Pioneer cards that, of course, go in red. But yeah, one-sided Plague Wind, real good. that's the crazy thing about Call of the Death Dweller Chain Whirler is it just becomes a one-sided Plague Wind. I remember I was playing against my buddy Adam Weiss, who won an RC round one of that energy where I went 5-2, and one of my favorite moments was he played out all of his creatures. He played a Slick Shot. The following turn, he played like I think it was like I think it was double or triple monastery. So spirit. Maybe one of them was a Soul Skirmage. But then he passes, and I'm just like, okay, he has to have a bunch of like pump spells or burn spells. So I just die the following turn. But I had turn 1 Skirk prospectored, so I could turn 2 sack the Skirk to have 3 mana, cast my Fable. And then turn 3, I was able to discard a Chain Whirler and then call it back on 3, the turn that he played all his creatures out. And I was able to. I looked at him in the eyes, and this is someone I played against. I was playing against my buddy Adam Weiss from Team Flex Slot, and he he's gone to the Pro Tour. He's qualified for Worlds. Like he's like a really good Magic player. And I looked him in the eyes, and I was like, Plague Wind, and he was like, huh? And that's one side of board wipe. That's a Plague Wind. This hand is okay, little bit iffy. I'll try it. And that felt really good. In case there's a land on top, we don't want to play the Horde Master first. Blood Crypt tapped. Pass it over. Land somewhere else. Paw Patch, okay. They're coming to get me. So we better trade off in combat, is what you're saying. Ooh, Den. Den is really good. Get the Seer Slicer down. It's a battle of the tokens, you say. Well, I would love to. Love to see which one's better. Rabbits or goblins? I was just worried it was going to be sheltered by ghosts, honestly. I mean, Quest Color is really strong. Your Lord being a 2/3 is kind of insane. Ooh, 3-Tree City. Raceway lets me start my engines, though. Play Dropkick Bomber because I know I can double Lord the following turn. I don't think they want to block. And if they do, I get to kill either one of their creatures. If they do block, it's with the Paw Patch. Yeah. And that's fine because we both are just left with Lords. And I know that I have more Lords. I guess I slam Crank on next turn. Another Quest Caller, sure. attack me. No blocks. So we have an interesting predicament. We can either go Krenko, pass, or double Lord attack. I think I like the... Oh, let me think. I can attack for 4, put them to 16. They attack for 6, I go to 11. My attacks just aren't fast enough then. Whereas if I get this Krenko down, even if they have a Shelter by Ghosts, then next turn I play the other Krenko. And then it's still online before I die to their attacks. I lose to double Shelter by Ghosts, but I think that's fine. Season Wayfarer is fine. I love Lords. Any Anthem style effect is just so cool. Like, look, we're playing against 1/1s and 2/1s, and they're just giant. I know Krenko is technically a 4/4, but still, come on. Shelter by Ghosts. Oh, okay. Burrowguard Mentor is really good. How crazy it would be if they gave us a card that was statted like this in Goblins. 2 mana XX with Trample. Maybe ours has Haste, where X is the number of creatures you control. By golly, I would love that. That'd be kind of crazy, honestly. Attack for 6. I go to 11. Something's going on. They attacked with a 3/4 into a 4/4. Interesting. I think a land would be cool. Now, how to use it? Let's make a colorless and a red. Play the Lord. Tap Krenko. We can activate, we make 6 mana. I don't think that really helps us because then this is tapped and this is tapped. I kind of just feel like I made a huge misplay. Play the new Horde Master, or another Horde Master. Punts? That was punts in the chat. Next turn, Horde Master, tap Krenko. Yeah, exactly. You understand it. I definitely should have played both my Lords first. I was thinking that I could activate my 3-tree city and then still have the Den of the Bugbear up and cast both my spells. I guess if I tap the Krenko first, I make 2 tokens, I have 4 total goblins, then I activate the 3-tree city. I make, with these 2 lands, I make 4 mana, 5 mana, 2, 3, so I'm short of the den no matter what. I think we just pass. Krenko's dumb. If he gets to tap one more time, I think I win. Although I wouldn't count on it. Should have played football the way you punt. Hell yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, I remember always watching the Magic streamers go punts, F's in the chat. So everybody drop F's in the chat. Make me feel like a real streamer. Collecting company is really good. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen a good collecting company deck. Double Skyclave Apparition. Come on. Why is it in the graveyard? Where's the creatures? Come on. Yeah. Oh, and they just concede. Double Lord plus Krenko and a whiff on the Coco. That is pretty tough. I'm gonna bring in Fatal Push. They're being aggressive. We're bringing in Fatal Pushes. We're gonna cut the Fables and the Ringleader. Run it back like that. On the way you could have done it, Horde Master, tap Krenko, put 2, pay 2 tap tree for mana, go to Goblins to Krenko. If the tree gives, the tree does give red mana. The Krenko didn't have haste, sadly. I was just trying to figure out a way where I could play the Horde Master and activate the tree and have Den up, which I just didn't have enough lands for that. But we're able to get there. Okay, this hand's good. Excuse me. Deep breath. Reset. Oh, such a short breath. Jeez. I would like to keep this hand and draw nothing but gas. All right, let's see if that's better. I live in a farm, so sometimes my frames do tank. Really appreciate your patience. We push their blocker so that we can get through some damage. Now we're winning the race. Now they're going to overextend. We're going to draw a Chain Whirler, and we're going to win. All right, let's see if that's... The frames are tanking, I'm sorry. One day we'll have good Wi-Fi. We'll get there. Hell yeah. Yeah, it froze for you? Okay. Let me see. So basically, to catch up, I've been trying to play Delver. Just get the important cards off the battlefield. Yes, and I didn't have to kill the 1-drop on one, but if there was like an Johnny's Pride Mate, I guess I could have killed the life gain creature with the Pride Mate on the stack. So really, there's no good reason not to play everything at instant speed, but I kind of want to Heisman things to try to race the best that I can. Pile Dropper's really good. Let's play this on Goblin. Pile Driver. Swing for another 3. This Pile Driver is going to be so much damage. They could be playing Split Up, and they could just be like struggling because they don't have a second white source. There's the second white source, so now I expect to split up. Very interesting. Beza. Day of Judgment. That's fine. I draw cards. Land. Dropkick is really good. Ooh, Cranko is really good. So let's get this Dropkick down. I don't know why I made it 4 mana. I was probably looking at the Cranko like, whoa. Pile Driver is 6 damage plus 3 in high turn. 2 turns they die. Yeah, Pile Driver is so hot. I think Pile Driver is one of the most undervalued cards in this deck. Because when it's not answered, it's just like, oh, I guess you die. It's especially good against the Arclight Phoenix decks in the back when they played Ledger Shredder, especially because that was one of their best blockers. A lot of their blockers besides Phoenix are blue, so you can just like Pile Driver, just like straight through them to their to just through them. You're like attack. You're like go to block. You're like pro blue. You're like no. Quest Caller's good. That was a card that was revealed earlier. Hop to it. Yep. Is decent. 6. You can bring back Loyalist Master. Or we can just get down Cranko. Pass it over. No attacks. I feel like they probably topped something that's like really aggressive because they need to end this game. You think? I think I just don't worry about cast something that pumps them up because I'll die. What's their last card? Day of Judgment? Yeah. Now they have no cards and we have this call. Yeah, so we get to go reanimate Horde Master Loyalist. Oh, come on. Collis. Loyalist, Horde Master. One has a Death Touch counter. One has a Menace counter. I think the Lord is what's going to die, like, almost no matter what. So, saying that the Loyalist is going to be able to trade with anything is pretty good. Yeah, Call is amazing in this deck. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. But, like right there was a perfect example. You get to bring back your Lord and a hasty 1-drop. Like, if we do nothing but draw lands for the rest of the game, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Next turn, 8 if you count the Remnant Bowman sack. Another Day of Judgment. Yeah, you're right. I could have gotten a Pile Driver. That's a good point. I feel like they play a lot of non-creatures, but I could be crazy. Okay, this is cool. Sure. Ooh, another stadium headliner. I mean, I'll swing like this. Post damage, I'm going to sack the tap stadium headliner to shoot the Phineas, no matter what. That shrinks the Beauregard Mentor. If they block the Legion Loyalist, I get to trade with both their creatures. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Appreciate you dropping in, bro. You know me. We're doing the Goblins grind. It never stops. Got to get better at the deck that we love. If we try to invest as much time as we can into it, maybe one day we'll be halfway decent. And that's why we grind. The dream is to take Goblins to the Pro Tour, bro. So we gotta grind. We made it to the RC. We got our RCQ win right there. We're going to the RC with Goblins and Modern, so now we just gotta grind. So we'll eat the Phineas. Get a Death Trigger. Chain Whirler. Red. No cards in hand, so it's not worth bluffing by leaving up the black source. All right, opponent. What is that block? They're throwing. What is that block? You got everything you wanted and needed with that block. Yeah, I agree. That was pretty dope. They were winning the race, and now they've just straight up lost. I think they might have been playing towards something that just didn't happen. Woo, baby. 4-1. That's above average. That's not 2-2. Come on. That's awesome. Yeah, so let's look at the deck before we go. Let's go back to the collection. So as I was saying before, I feel like we're in a really good spot right now. I think that when red is one of the best decks in the meta, we usually have a good spot because we can go in the red decks while still being just as fast as like the red decks can be. They have a turn 1, turn 2 combo, whereas we have a turn 3, turn 4 combo. Can make sure that in our early game we either have good blockers, good attacks, or like just removal. We took out the scamps and the what was the other one? We took out some of the removal that were non-goblins and just decided to go all in on the goblins plan. The stadium headliner being our only removal in the main now, besides the Call of the Death Dweller Chain Whirler package. And honestly, I feel like Stadium Headliner has overperformed. Like it just does so much in all the situations where we want it. And then all the yellow cards are like new additions. Howl Squad and Bastronaut are both really good from Aether Drift. And then besides that, the only new addition to this deck is Krenko was printed into Pioneer, which is just like, that's so cool. For the longest time, I was playing Pioneer with just Ringleader, like, oh, where's my Krenkos? Now we got Krenko. And then Dropkick Bomber. Dropkick Bomber giving our goblins the ability to have flying in case we need to push some damage in the air. They will get sacrificed when they deal damage, but that doesn't matter if our opponent's just dead. Besides that, MK Raceway is a new addition because, being able to tap and give something haste. Play a Chain Whirler, give a Chain Whirler haste, that's 4 damage right away. It's a pretty good chunk. 2 Dens as utility lands, 4 Remnant Ruins. This card was banned in Standard. This card was also banned in Standard. And then 3 Tree City just to make some mana. And the sideboard is pretty straightforward. 4 Fatal Push for the creature decks, 4 Thoughtseize for the combo/control decks, Leyline of the Void for any graveyard decks, and Dampening Spheres for maybe the Prowess matchup. There's a bunch of different decks that you can play this against. But I think this card is like, for me, one of my favorite cards to have. Oh, it's also really good against Lotus Field. I know that Lotus Field really isn't a deck in Pioneer anymore, but oh my god, when it was, you wanted some Dampening Spheres. And I always like having access to Dampening Sphere, like whether you're playing against a Prowess deck, like VV Cauldron, right, which may or may not be coming to Pioneer. Like, it's good against big mana decks. It just, every time that you think about like having a bunch of different hate pieces in your sideboard, just throw in a couple Dampening Spheres and trust that it'll help you in most situations. Every time that I brought in Dampening Sphere for a reason, it's always overperformed. So yeah, this has been the Pioneer version of the Goblins grind. It's Tuesday, so we just played Pioneer. We're going to be going out of town on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, playing the NRG in St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And so we're not going to be able to stream Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to be doing Modern. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing Legacy instead of Pauper, because on Saturday and Sunday, we're playing, I think it's 2 10Ks, or it's a 10K and a 5K. For Modern and Legacy. So Goblins in both formats. Got to get our lists ready. Really appreciate you being here. If you enjoy Goblins before we go, if you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more support the channel, $1 a month gets you named out on every stream. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful night. Peace.